Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you guys are doing well. We are back with yet another hot takes, unpopular opinions episode, and today we have yet another fabulous guest. I don't know how the guests just keep getting better and better, at least in my opinion, but don't tell the previous guests.
I would have to agree. I would have to agree. You can't get better than Tim Hansen. No, you can't get better than Tim Hansen.
But there's no bias here.
You can't.
No bias. Yeah. No bias. But I got my boy Expert Fusion here. Expert, say hello.
What's up, everyone? How you doing?
Hope you guys are doing well as we are doing today. We are going a little bit controversial. You know, I got Expert Fusion.
Oh, yeah.
He likes to argue on Twitter, friendly.
Oh, I love it.
So,
I love it.
I thought, why don't we get something that'll stir the pot? And today, what we are doing is things you hate, things you think are dog water, dog shit. It do not matter. Things that you think suck. That is what we are doing today in Call of Duty Zombies. So we had your hot takes. You left it in the last tweet, which will be listed here. If you want to be on the next video, very simple. Give me your hot takes on the next tweet, which will be featuring Mr. T-Lexify. But we'll see what happens next.
Ooh.
So, ladies and gentlemen, first take, because you're the guest expert, we'll have you read it off, ladies and gentlemen.
All right. So this is from the man Greg FPS, giving a pretty interesting take here. So this is, again, something he thinks is terrible.
Trash.
And he says, the Orda, such a lame boss that was used in 2 boss fights. If it was round 30, if it was just round 30, that is fine. Also, the lame hand egg on D Machine is practically impossible solo.
No, remind me of the hand egg. Which one is that?
That's the, I forget how you do it, but it's the one where the giant like skeleton hand thing comes out and like, I think you get a max ammo for it. I think it's the only,
that's right.
Yeah, it's the only one I've never done on that map, probably because it's practically impossible to solo.
It's kind of ridiculous. I gotta agree with that. The Orda boss. Okay, so as a boss fight, I gotta agree. Lame ass boss fight. It's literally just Ring of Fire for 30 seconds. But I am on the minority here that I kind of like the defense rounds. I know a lot of people don't, but I like them.
Kind of agree. Yeah, I mean, it's something to do. Like, it's not that frequently, so it's like whatever. But yeah, no, the boss itself.
It's like every what, 10 or 15 rounds, I'm pretty sure.
I think it's 15. So I mean, if you're playing till like round 30, you're only gonna have it twice. I don't know. You don't even have to really do it because I think it just turns off the power for a little bit and you just go turn it back on. So I don't think it's like a big deal. I agree. But the boss though, yeah, it's terrible on Firebase Z. And it's not like terrible on Outbreak, but it's just kind of boring. You know, they're just reusing the same thing. It's like, I don't know, it's just boring.
Once you go past that first couple of rounds on Outbreak, it's just like pointless. There's no point. So you know what, Greg?
Exactly.
I gotta agree. Orda, lame boss. D Machine, lame side Easter egg. So I gotta agree. But the next take here is from Lucario. Super sprinters are one of the worst parts about modern zombies. And motherfucker, I'm standing this up. Preach, goddammit! Preach here. Makes it so exploration of a map is nearly impossible. Oh, it makes it so exploration of a map
a little bit
is
of
nearly
impossible.
There. That's on me. TikTok attention spans have normalized the fast-paced gameplay. I don't know about that one, which is fine if you want to use Rampage induce, but otherwise it just feels like it's gone too far. I don't know about the TikTok thing. I mean, it was a thing back in 2018 and TikTok was just barely getting up. You had Vine in 2012. That's 6-second video. But I will agree that I feel like fast-paced gameplay is good. But I don't think that the fast-paced gameplay of the speed of the sprinters should be sped up. I just think the respawn of zombies should be sped up. But that's just me.
No, I agree. I think it's the worst on MWZ because they make them so fast just because the map is so wide open that's their only way of, you know, somewhat making the game challenging.
Yeah.
But like, honestly, it gets kind of annoying. Like, I've had so many downs in that game where I'm running away from the zombie full speed with stamina up and they still catch up to me. I'm like, bro, that's insane.
I know.
Like,
it's like you have to have a vehicle on you. Like, you have to. And especially in Cold War. And it makes certain things in certain maps like a crutch. Like in Cold War, it makes the armor such a crutch. In BO4, it makes that shield such a crutch. And you have to upgrade the shield because they die so quickly. So it's like, I understand what Blundell's getting at, or not just Blundell, but I understand what Treyarch's getting at with the idea and making the higher rounds harder, but I feel like there's a better way to do it rather than just making the zombies faster than the player. I don't think they ever should be faster than the player.
The harder the better, if we're being honest, the harder the better. But don't make that the way of it being harder.
Is it harder or is it tedious? There's a fine line there.
Exactly. Super
sprinters are a problem. You know what? Are we 2 for 2 so far? We might be 2 for 2.
I think so. I think so.
Let's hopefully we get some hotter takes here, because I don't know if these are very hot. The kitchen needs to heat up. But next one is from the teammate in Zombies for Charity. So we'll have you read this one off.
Oh, this one's it might be 3 for 3. I'm not gonna lie. So Joe Met says ammo crates. They are honestly nice to have once you get used to them, but they completely eliminate the point in having max ammo drops and really and ammo limits on your weapons at all. Either limit or change ammo crates or move them. I kind of agree.
I gotta disagree.
Damn.
So this is what I think. I think that he's right, and they should be changed. I think what they should be changed to is, instead of buying back with money, buy it back with salvage. That's what I think.
That would make more sense.
Because I think it is so annoying to die in Zombies by just running out of ammo. And in past games, the way to combat that has been gobblegums, elixirs, or you know, and then in the older games you just have to down, and that just sucks. Because it's like, I didn't do anything to lose here. But
very true.
If you're wasting your ammo, it's gonna show a lot quicker in your salvage rather than in your points. And I feel like that should be changed, because I do like ammo crates as just a feature. I think it is a good thing.
Yeah, no, actually, I think I kind of agree with that, because like, on one hand, I do think they've taken away that factor of like ammo being a problem sometimes. Like, I do like that, where sometimes you're, you know, in prior games where you run out of ammo and you gotta quickly get a new gun or something like that. But like, also on the other hand, it is kind of annoying sometimes. So I do think having a way to get more ammo guaranteed is good, but like, it's gotta be a little harder though, because like, what is it, like 1,000 points or something for a gun? It's like, it's too easy to get ammo, and I think it's completely free in MWZ. You just go up to ammo station.
That's a whole different game. I don't even count that when in terms of like the feature itself. Like, but what I do think is, you gotta raise the points. Like in BO3, when you buy a wall weapon, and then when it's pack-a-punched, it goes to 4,500 points. I think it goes up to 10k. But that's for wonder weapons. Like that is crazy. And that's honestly, I kind of agree with you, Joe. I agree more with the change aspect. Seems like Expert is agreeing with you a little bit more than me, but not a bad take. I'll give him 50% on that one.
Yeah, 50%. You know,
next
like
take here is it's got to be a troll. We got it from Nicole of Cringe. It says, I hate the 4 wonder weapon gimmick. Ooh. It worked fine in Origins, but it got really boring quick. I prefer what maps do with Spaceland by having 4 completely distinct and unique abilities, instead of doing ice, fire, wind, lightning.
I mean, I agree with that last point. Like, I do think it's better to spice it up, but I feel like they've mostly done that though, because I can't think of that many times where it was the ice, wind, fire, lightning. Like, I guess you can say DE, it's kind of like that, not exactly, but it's not exactly. It's close enough.
Very different. I mean, I know they have
it's different enough.
Fire.
Yeah, and then I guess, I mean, Voyage kind of, but again, they're kind of different. You get the poison one.
Voyage is, but the
those ones
wonder weapons suck.
Those
I feel like a better example to be like, okay, I feel like the best example, besides Origins, because they've done great, but a great example of having really great 4 unique wonder weapons is Ancient Evil. Because those are so different from anything else we've ever seen. We got the Hell one, we got the laser one. It looks like a fucking particle cannon from Command and Conquer.
Hell yeah.
You got the Earth one, which I think is so unique, even if it's not great, compared to the other ones. But I got to agree where there's times like maybe the 4 elemental ray guns, maybe the Kraken, where it's kind of seemed unnecessary, and the changes between them haven't been enough. But to say that the 4 wonder weapon gimmick is bad and it's boring, I don't think you can say that. I don't think you can say
because like, let's say like you take a like for example, you just said the Alpha Omega wonder weapon. Like, let's say they, instead of doing those 4 elemental ones, they just did a regular, like just one of them or something. Yeah. Like, I'm never gonna see one of them being better than doing 4 of them. You know, or like the Kraken on Voyage. Like, sure, it's a shitty wonder weapon, but like, I'd rather they did the 4 elemental things that they did rather than just having the Kraken itself, you know. Or so even, I don't know. it's just the more the better for me. You know, that's the way I see it.
Even the Cerberus, like the different. I mean, yes, everyone used the original one, but you have those other options if you're stupid. If you want.
That was always weird to me. I feel like, honestly, that happens a lot with these elemental wonder weapons, where like the easiest one to get is the best one.
Even the die. I mean, they nerfed the electric one, which was good at first.
The default one is better, yeah.
But the default one is the best. So I don't know what they're doing. But next take. Shout out to my homie Cub Joe. We'll have you read this one off. This one's pretty spicy here.
All right, so he says Black Ops 1 zombies as a whole, right? So he's saying that you use the words horrible, right? So he's saying that this or terrible. He's saying it's
Black
terrible.
Ops 1 zombies is terrible.
All right. Well,
We're
then
off to a fabulous start.
I like the layout of most maps, but the engine feels outdated. The color is poor. Each map has a really annoying gimmick, and above all, 90% of the weapons are garbage. Every map in the game is done better elsewhere. I never feel like playing it.
Wow.
I mean, like,
you know
the
what?
middle part there, I don't disagree with that middle part, but like, I don't think that makes it terrible though, you know?
Okay, engine feels outdated. You cannot go against Black Ops 4 because of its engine, because it's just the time.
Yeah.
Like, you can't say World of War sucks because of the engine. You can't say that because it's just the time. You know what I mean? The part about the color, I agree. I think the color on BO1 is terrible. I don't like Moon. I love Moon, but I hate the color of the map. I hate the color of Ascension on that map. Ascension's like notoriously a map that I really dislike, and I get made fun of when I say I think the color of it's terrible. But this guy feels the same way. It's not just me. And then each map has a really annoying gimmick. I mean, he's kind of cooking there.
Yeah, I could probably think of something for every map.
And 90% of the weapons are garbage. I mean, especially the wall weapons. It's like only wall weapon in that game is like what, the M16? Like there's literally nothing in that game.
I used to roll with the MP5K just for points, but you could be getting rid of that past round 10 for sure.
And what, the PM63? Like that's literally all you got. And
those thing was a pea shooter.
And you compare that to any other game. You go to BO2, oh shit, we got the AN94. And then you go to BO3, it's like, okay, we got the KN44 and the KRM. It's like, come
Actually,
on.
No, the MP40. I forgot about the MP40. That's technically on the wall. I'm like 2 or 3 maps, but like yeah, that's one gun.
Yeah, they get the MP40. I'll give them that. But it's like you said though, with BO1, you can't say the game as a whole is bad. There's some classics on that game.
Yeah, I don't like. I definitely don't like Black Ops 1 as much as other people do. Like, I wouldn't rate it that high. But like at the same time,
Tim would die.
I wouldn't call it terrible though. The big part of it though is I'm just more of an Easter egg guy, and like I don't think they have the best Easter eggs, but. You know, they're fine, especially for when they came out. I obviously, had a blast on them back in the day, so I can't disrespect BO1. I can't do it,
Well, I want to go to this last part. Every map in the game is done better elsewhere. Well, I believe that Ascension and Moon are done better in BO3. I think that those maps are such good remasters, especially Moon. Moon is done so great in BO3.
I agree with Moon.
Okay.
I think I like Ascension and BO1 better, just because of PhD. Literally just because of PhD. I think PhD is just too good on that map.
I was gonna say that about Shane, because that's such a close quarters map. PhD is such a lifesaver. Anthony here. Mauer's kind of mid as fuck. Very to the point. Very to the point.
I can't disagree with him, but I do think it's a bit better than mid.
Well, let's see what you gotta say.
I don't know, because it's not even like Mauer's fault. Like it's just a Cold War problem, but like. I don't know, when I first played the map, I feel like all the love I had for it was just because I thought it was so much better than D Machine and Firebase C. Okay. But like, if Mauer came out after like, Origins or something, like I would be like, this map stinks. I feel like it was just because it came after so many like bad, like not bad. Okay, I don't think D Machine and Firebase C are bad, but they're just like underwhelming. Yeah. Just kind of whatever. That Mauer just felt so much better in comparison because at least it had like a somewhat decent boss fight, and I thought the wonder weapon was pretty cool, and I thought the layout of the map was pretty cool, even though it was ripped from campaign. But like I don't know, I thought it had a little more personality to it. I thought the Germany Berlin location was kind of cool. All right, it's fine, but I don't know. Like when I thought about it over the time, I'm like, I mean, it's just I don't know. It's fine.
I think there's a lot to love about Mauer. Like there's a lot. First off, the Easter egg is the best in Cold War. I love the Easter egg of that map.
Yeah.
Oh, he said, you don't think the same as me. You don't think the same as me, guys.
I do, but I think all the Easter eggs in that game are kind of mid, so it doesn't really mean much, you know?
I know, I really like the Mauer Easter egg. I know it's pretty easy, but I really do like it. I think the wonder weapon's amazing.
Yeah, it's
I love
fun,
the Cerberus. I like the layout of the map. I like there's a lot I like about the map. I like Klaus. I think Klaus is great.
I do like Klaus a lot. I will admit that.
But I can understand you thinking it's mid, even though I am like, I'm not a big Cold War guy, but I really do like Mauer. Like, that's kind of the outlier in that game to me. But damn, you're just gonna
definitely the one I played the most.
Yeah, I've definitely played Mauer the most. I mean, maybe D Machine because it was just on launch by itself, but I played so much Mauer. Yeah. I even speedrun Mauer, and I'm not a good speedrunner, but I even speedrun Mauer. So yeah. But I gotta disagree. I know you agree, expert, but I gotta disagree.
You know, I can see where they're coming from. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But like, I don't know. I'd put it above mid, just above it.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? Respect my boy Mauer. Put some respect on it. All right. Next up, Erin's Smile Dog. This is the most crazy name I've ever heard. I think World of War and Black Ops 1 are extremely boring. Damn. Right to the point. This is kind of like the one we said earlier. The maps are simplistic, not that deep, and quite repetitive, especially World of War. Hell, I prefer Vanguard. Glad I can get that off my chest. All right, brother. I mean, the last sentence is just throwing me. Or the second to last sentence is just throwing me. I don't have words for it.
You know, I'm gonna say something here. So, all right, I can see where this person's coming from. All right, hear me out. Because he's not wrong. He's not wrong that they are very simplistic maps, and they could be repetitive, especially today. Like, you played it back in the day, they're not repetitive because, like, you know, that's very new to us, very fresh. But if someone threw World at War at me today, and like, I don't know, I wasn't like, I didn't have that prior nostalgia for it, I probably wouldn't play it for more than like a couple hours without getting kind of like, okay, I feel like I've experienced this whole game. Unless I was a big high round guy, but I feel like I'm not that big of a high round guy. So I can see where they're getting at, right? But again, it's like what I talked about before with Black Ops 1. It's like, I can't hate it though. Like, I'm not gonna call it terrible, but like, I could see someone finding it boring, especially today. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because it's like, there isn't that much to it, really.
No, yeah, I mean, listen. The shit that isn't in BL1 is also not in Vanguard. Like, the Vanguard comment.
That is true.
The Vanguard comment, I just want to erase it. Because the take itself isn't bad, but the Vanguard comment completely, like, it's like just throwing a pile of crap all over it. You know what I mean? And smearing it on their take. You're throwing it all over. Saying that you prefer Vanguard when BL1 has Easter eggs, BL1 has pack push camos, BL1 has this stuff. Vanguard doesn't. It's like you're called BL1 repetitive, but you like doing the same 3 objectives on Vanguard. It's like, okay, you gotta. I'm separating the takes here. We're gonna throw that to the side.
Hey, I'll give him this. Shinonuma Vanguard, I think is better than the OG Shinonuma. I'm gonna say it.
So, oh my god. So we're comparing shit to app. That's what we're doing right now.
Hell yeah.
Oh my god. I remember I did a video with Jolts and somebody said Shinonuma isn't that bad. And I was like, I went up to her, I was like, so, Jolts, you ever played Shino Vanguard? And he's like, nope. And I was like, next take. I never played it, so I can't comment on it.
It's honestly like the same quality of Cold War to me. Like, it really is. So I don't think it's good, but like, it's just like, I don't know. It's kind of the same shit. Like, you gotta give the same game mechanics. Yeah, no, yeah. It's not like, it's better than like Duran Fong and Termal Dicta were like the bottom of the barrel for zombies content.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking in my head is Duran Fong, and I'm like, this guy likes Duran Fong over what, Call the Dead? Like, come on. So it's like that when they dropped that Shinonuma Reborn, again, it was like Mauer for me, where it was like, I just liked it a lot more than the prior maps. I was like, all right, maybe that's why I like it. I don't know. Maybe you like the Mauer take, like the other one, but
yeah.
The issue is Black Ops 1 has the greatest zombies map of all time.
I thought you were gonna say like fucking
Kino Tone Black Ops 1.
I don't know what you're gonna say. Yeah, you know, sometimes I forget about that meme.
I just want to see your face as soon as it's like, oh, what the hell is this guy talking about?
Kino has gone lower and lower in my rankings over time. Like, it used to be like top 5. Now it's like maybe cracks top 20.
Just in the middle.
Yeah, it's like, it's not that high. I don't know.
Final take. Last one. One more take, expert. Have you read this one off?
Jehovah's Witness says, I sort of believe that the shared inventory building in zombies sucks. Whoa. The transit die-rise buried system has its flaws for sure, mainly no choosing which workbench to use, but it takes out the satisfaction of building things.
Wow, the shared inventory and zombies sucks. That is a quality of life change in Black Ops 3 right there. Or in Origins, I think.
Oh yeah, it was technically, yeah, I guess technically Origins and Mob, but I mean, I can't agree. I don't know. Like, I don't know. It's there's some things where I do agree, like something inconvenient can make the game more fun, but this is just not one of those things, though. Like, I don't know.
I think that when it's something like the plane, right, a Mob, because I know originally on solo you only could grab one part at a time, or 2 parts at a time, or whatever, or only each person grab one part. The issue with that is it feels repetitive having to go back and forth when you could just do the step right there. There's a difference between adding time to something in the map with a challenge and just adding time to add time. And I feel like one of those things with those parts is even in Buried, in the Mob, in Transit, is it just adds time to add time. Like, imagine how much better the jet gun process would be if you didn't have to go back and forth every time. Like, that is one of the worst things about the jet gun. The gun sucks itself.
I'm not gonna lie, I think I've got the jet gun like twice.
But
because of that.
It's obnoxious. Okay, I gotta go.
Exactly.
I gotta go to the cabin and then come here. Then I gotta go to Noct, and it's like, oh my god, it's all the way across the map. I gotta go to the M16. It's like, come on. So, I think the multiple spawn points is enough of a sort of challenge for the buildable system. I think the shared between everybody, I think it should be what it is. I don't think it should be changed. In fact, I want the buildables to come back. I don't want the salvage system. I think salvage is okay.
I agree.
But give me the buildables. Give me the buildables.
Yeah, let me build some shit.
Let me build.
I will say though, I did like Buried, how you can get Leroy to build stuff for you. That was kind of cool. But like,
that was a great feature. I agree. Yeah, that was a really great feature. But ladies and gentlemen, that's going to be it. Thank you so much for the hot takes. We had like 10 hot takes in here. You guys were the absolute best. I think they were pretty good. Pretty good. By the time this video's out, the next hot take tweet will be out. Go back to Twitter. And you know what? Before you even do that, go over to Expert Fusion's channel and subscribe.
Nah, you don't gotta do that. Nah. You don't gotta do that.
Listen, guys, I was late today, and he was nice enough to be a guest on my own thing in a day or 2 days in advance. So go over and subscribe to Expert Fusion and all his other channels.
I mean, if you want to, don't feel forced. Don't feel forced, though. All right.
It's good content, so go over. You'll enjoy yourselves. But like I said,
one video per month content.
And then go over to Movie Fusion. You get way more there.
Oh, okay. That might be true. Yeah.
No, I appreciate you guys so much. Thank y'all so much for watching. You're absolute best. Leave a like and subscribe, and go check out Expert. Thank y'all so much.
All right.
And I'll see you all very, very soon.
See ya.
And now, folks, it's time to say goodnight. We sincerely appreciate your patronage and hope we've succeeded in bringing you an enjoyable evening of entertainment. Please drive home carefully and come back again soon. Good night.